It's North versus South in the state of California. We're underway between the Niners and Chargers. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. For the first time with Austin Eckler. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Herbert off of play action. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Amber Thomas. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Lance now on first down. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright?
From the 31, Lance. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Lance, a give now to Sermon. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Play action. Now it's Lance. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Being chased out left. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And picked up by the Chargers. There he goes right side. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he takes it back to the house. It's a fumble recovery and a Charger touchdown. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. No return for Ayuk. That'll be a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The partner, just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season, the playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but there's that special one there. I say they go get him.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel, and it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Now a play fake. Lance. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 36. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Lance completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 14.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. From the gun, Sermon. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lance. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. So problems with Aaron passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the two-point conversion to extend this lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. No return for Ayuk. That'll be a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Right back to Mitchell on second down. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. On play action, Lance. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Herbert. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Back to throw here, Herbert. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And got his man complete. He's at the 30. 10, 5, touchdown, L.A. Jalen Rager, 87 yards. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 42. Here's Lance to throw it. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he's brought down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Mitchell. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Flush to his right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down. To throw, it's Lance. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20, 10, 5, and they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, L.A. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half.
49ers nothing. Jack Fox sets the kickoff.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
Second down and 7. Off of play action, here's Lance. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
The Niners on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. Now Lance. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
And just a 30-yard punt that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Well, they've certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. Just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
On first down, it's Herbert. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And the Niners will take over here just shy of the 30. Well, you know, this offense has had their way for the most part here in this first half, but that time, maybe they got a little greedy.
Well, it is hard to blame them, isn't it? Because like they said back in the 1980s, Greed can be good. Stick with what's been working. But that time, I think he got a little bit too much air under that one, and it turned into a turnover that was much needed by that defense.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Lance. This one caught by Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. McCann's got it teed up. And Rager will not return it, so it'll come out to the 25 on the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I
was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
On 2nd and 10, Herbert. This is swung out to Eckler. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
3rd and 2, Herbert. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return, and the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball to cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor. Now they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so they can keep cutting into that lead.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Shotgun now for Lance. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. And they're coming off a 3 and out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up.
Herbert has it knocked free. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. And that one quickly went from a big play for the offense, I thought may go the distance, to a big play for the defense.
And how about the emotions for the defense on that play? It broke big. It was going to be an absolute disaster for them. And it turns out they end up with the football. I don't know that they're exactly celebrating. Definitely plenty of relief, though.
Following the fumble recovery, Lance letting one go deep for the end zone.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
And Lance going to throw. Samuel bringing in the slant.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On first down, it's Mitchell. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the game there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll try and run for the first with Sermon.
He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Okay, CD, second quarter, look at their deficit and where they're at on the field. They're going for this, right?
I think that they are because down at this point, they've just made that big move. Ride the momentum wave while you can. I know people...
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown.
Trey Sermon,
his 6th touchdown of the season.
And the 49ers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by McCann, up and good.
And the lead will be cut down to 14. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down.
He'll get this out wide to Eckler.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Herbert. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Herbert on first down now.
Herbert has it knocked free.
But a Chargers player was able to fall on it, and they'll keep possession. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And to the right side here, it's Allen. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This from 54 yards away. And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
A final shot before half for Lance.
This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So we've reached halftime here. Charles has already thrown off his headset. He's out here. He says, it's Christmas Day. I'm going home. We're not done yet, though. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan?
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Joey Bosa has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Charger drive about to get going. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
That's complete to Disley, the tight end. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
The tackle by Eric Armstead. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8. Out of the gun, Herbert. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Will Dissly, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
No return for Ayuk. That'll be a touchback.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? Well, a lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Right back to Mitchell on second down.
He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down.
On the handoff, Sermon.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A big connection on that one. 35 yards.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit, and that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
And he will find his man on the outside. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
From the gun, it's Lance.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. It's a foot race. 30, 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play there for the Niners. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Lance looks to throw again.
Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good game and a first down.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
Throwing now is Lance.
That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the 49ers get a score closer.
Extra point by McCann, up and good.
And that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
McCann's got it teed up. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Charger drive about to get going. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert.
He's going to air it out for Dorsett.
And incomplete. Great coverage there. He was in the perfect position defensively to make a play on the football, and it'll bring up third down.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Herbert now. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
We are off to the 4th quarter here on this special Christmas Day broadcast. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at about the 14.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Here's Lance.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Lance looking to throw it. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a give right side. Mitchell. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 53 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times. Defensively, you've got the nice lead here in the 4th quarter. You're saying, if they want to get a run of a little over 10 yards, that's okay.
I hear what you're doing there, and I think you're onto something. They've loosened up on defense, so don't get fooled by the nice runs you're getting now. You've got to get bigger plays, possibly think about throwing the football a bit more here.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Credit the tackle there to Uchenna Nwosu. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They run once more with Sermon. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. Lance now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the sideline, and he will have the 1st down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds.
And that's a tough one for the defense because the coverage was good downfield. He was forced to work his way out of the pocket to his right, spotted his man on the sideline, and got it to him to pick up the 1st down on 3rd down.
Here's Sermon. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Lance. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off inside the 5. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Herbert. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. On is the Chargers punter now. Standing just about on his own goal line. That's taken it around the 40. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got it first and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. Back to throw again. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Niners have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. McCann's got it teed up. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble of bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Charger drive about to get going. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And that is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Lance going to try and throw on 3rd down here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football and picked up by the Chargers. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
Running on first down, Eckler. Dre Greenlaw in there on the tackle. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you